A new note from Happiness, Lessons from a New Science by Richard Layard. Fabulous author who is an economist. He has a background in economy that helps a lot in his assessment of various data and studies which deal with this subject of happiness. The latest part that I've read deals with an important aspect which I didn't find, or it wasn't so well analyzed in other positive psychology books that I've finished. And it refers to status. Studies have discovered that status is really important. Being high in the hierarchy boosts one's self-confidence and ultimately the well-being. Civil servants in Britain, for instance, have been proved to live longer, 4 years longer on average, as they were at the top of the chain, top of the hierarchy, as opposed to those who were at the lower levels in this chain of command, so to say. Their arteries are blocked or clogged less than those in the lower positions. So I'm talking again, I'm sorry, about the top dogs as compared to those who take the command from. Indeed, this one relates, I'm thinking now, somehow to the sense of freedom. I mean, if you're free to command, if you're free to give orders and you don't have to follow the prescriptions and the commands of others, you're free. And freedom has been established as one factor. Indeed, one example that comes to mind, one of the first I've read about, comes from a sublime book by Stefan Klein, Science of Happiness, or Formula Fericirii as translated here locally. An absolute shock for me, because it's so extraordinary. It gives so much of the rules of happiness. Variety, you need variety, you need to identify what makes you happy. And then some parts which make a connection with this happiness, the new lesson from a new science. That is freedom. Again, it's very important. Living in a country which is well governed is great, one reason to be happy, as opposed to living in Russia, Soviet Union, Eastern Europe, former communist countries, where the level of happiness is lower and was much lower when people lived under a tyranny, without freedom, so to say. Speaking of status, and to conclude this important section, Richard Layard gives the example of a study made with the Academy Award nominations. We have them coming soon. Well, first of all, we have the Golden Globes with the La La Land as most important film with 10 nominations, and then definitely it will get nominations for the Oscars, being so popular as it is, and considering some of the competition. American Honey, come on, it's in an hour, that movie. Anyway, being happy again. The actors and actresses who won the Oscar lived again on average 4 years longer than those who have been nominated. So gaining that status increased their happiness level, boosted their status, and made them live longer. So there you go, the importance of being recognized.